Hey everybody, Rosematter here, and welcome to part 2 of my Danganronpa Another Despair Academy Let's Play. So, in the last episode, we were introduced to the characters, so we are back in Hope's Peak Academy, and it's starting very similar to the usual games where you've got, the ultimate lucky student, whose name, unfortunately, I've forgotten, so I'll have to kind of get reminded of all the characters' names. So similar thing, everybody shows up, they get knocked out, they find themselves locked away. Monokuma has, given the rules of Hope's Peak, which is basically you kill or you live here forever. So the basic stuff for Danganronpa. People who play the games, they know how it goes. So we just kind of finished off like looking around the school, talking to the characters a little bit more, and I believe we ended kind of like on the free time part. So yeah, let's go ahead, let's jump back into it, and let's see what happens next. Alright, so yes, we are in free time. So we talked to the ultimate maid, and she seems like she's going to be kind of our partner in crime. So I walked by the clown girl. There's the sprinter. Now that I'm just kind of like remembering who all the people are, like who do I want to hang out with? Who's kind of like caught my eye? I do like the ultimate lawyer. He seems kind of fun. I like the fact that he's like a lawyer who's like, supposed to be kind of an argumentative, good speaker, but he's actually quite shy. So, Kakeru. So maybe let's hang out with him. Would it be okay for us to just keep investigating like this? Yeah, let's spend some time with him. You want to spend time with me? Thanks, but hanging out with a guy like me won't be much fun. Maybe we'll, teach him to learn to talk to people better. I spent time chatting with Kakeru, who wore a somewhat intimidating smile the whole time. Kakeru and I grew a little closer. Oh no, I should have bought a present! No, I didn't think about that. Shoot. Oh no, is that the only... Oh, okay, I was like, oh shoot. I was like, because usually with free time events, you usually get to hang out with, I think, a couple of people before the next event happens. Hey, Yuki? Huh? What's up, Kakeru? Is it fun to hang out with me? It ain't much fun, right? Not at all. You're pretty reliable, and you make other people feel comfortable. But I'm more of an introvert. I lack social skills, so I'm bad at leading conversations. I can't believe a lawyer's saying that kind of stuff. Can I ask you why you're like this, despite being a lawyer? Why am I like this? What do you mean? Please don't get angry. Sorry, I didn't mean any harm. I'm not getting angry. Oh, phew, well, to make myself clear, lawyers are supposed to speak for their clients before the court, right? That means you'd regularly have to speak in front of a crowd. I don't get it myself. When a court is in session, my confidence suddenly skyrockets and my expression and speech changes. It feels like I transform into a completely different person. I see, so it only happens in court. I think about it from time to time, about how good it would be if I could speak properly and act confidently in my daily life, just like in court. Your persona in court is just another side of you. I'm sure you can will yourself to act as you wish, too, in daily life as well. Fake it till you make it, right? Really? I'm not too sure if I can do it. Say, can you try imagining that your daily life is happening inside court? Think of every pedestrian as a jury, every person you speak to as a prosecutor. Do you want that, actually? Because I imagine he'd be kind of argumentative, because that's the whole point. Maybe that's not the way to speak to people in real life. That's a nice idea, but won't I become a workaholic from it? Yeah, true. Well, I reckon you need to improve controlling your facial expressions first, before learning to be more colloquial. Colloquial? What? Is my facial expression weird again? You're right. That's another problem. Why am I riddled with so many problems? I'm such a useless guy. Maybe he'll see the class trials. I mean, how close can you get to an actual courtroom, right? So maybe he'll kind of come alive, and we'll get to see that side of him during the class trial. Belittling yourself will only make things worse. Stop getting hung up over what others are saying. Be more confident in yourself. Sorry, Yuki, but thanks for listening to me. Maybe if I keep at it, would you be willing to help me again some other time? A timid personality within a huge body made of muscles. I can't blame him for feeling a bit insecure. However, one thing is for sure, Kakeru is definitely not a bad guy. I patted Kakeru's de-energized back a couple of times with a reassuring smile. After we said our goodbyes, I decided to move. Okay. So, I think what we're gonna do... Oh no, I only got the one! Shoot! I should have gone to get... I feel so dumb. I should have went to go get more gifts and maybe depending on the gifts, maybe that should have determined who I talked to because I could give them a gift. I'll have to remember that for next time. It's getting late. I should go back to my room. Was I wrong? I feel like in Danganronpa normally, like, each free time, did you only get to talk to one person? I guess. I thought maybe it was like you got to talk to at least 2 people, but... School announcement. It's now 10 p.m. Then again, maybe it's because you get multiple free times in one day, so I'm just mixing them up. It's now 10 p.m. Nighttime is here, and the diner will be off limits. Sleep tight, and nighty-night. I wonder when the murder is going to happen. It's night already, and we weren't able to find any clues. But it was just our first day. If we keep doing our best day after day, we'll definitely find a way out. Let's go to bed. I'll need to save my energy for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll definitely find something. Determined to succeed, I closed my eyes. I found myself falling asleep before I even realized. Alright, let's see if we walk into a murder the next day. Hello everyone, it is now 7 a.m. morning. Rise and shine, Ursine. Let us have another lively day. I'm not used to the school bell or the announcement bell being like a doorbell. I just keep thinking someone's wanting to like talk to me. Like somebody's ringing my doorbell, but morning sure comes quick here. So what should I do for today? Hopefully I at least get to do another free time event beforehand. I mean, that's the happy music that usually means maybe, perhaps. Well, the cheerleader, she seems pretty nice too. Kazuna, ugh, this whole investigation thing is honestly so annoying. Can someone just find a clue for me? Oh, we're not going to make that mistake again. Let's go. Oh boy, where was the... It's been a week since I played, so... I definitely don't really want to hang out with the professor. She's very, very... I'm trying to think of a nice way to put it. Other than just, she's kind of bitchy. Okay, audio visuals room. I think it was over this way. There is the police officer too. He seems like a pretty good guy. I shouldn't just hang with people I think are like good people. Like, I should hang out with people that are also interesting. But I always kind of like lean towards like the nice characters. Like people I think would genuinely be good friends. All right, let's see what gifts we get. Now, people who've watched my Danganronpa playthroughs, I'm not always the best about choosing the right gifts for the right people. I'm still trying to remember. There was one I think I gave... oh my gosh. What is the nurse's name? The ultimate nurse. I think I gave her, like, a vibrator. Because I didn't know what it was. It was, like, called something else. Mikon. I gave her that. And, well, Criminology Psychology 101. Interesting. I'm just like, okay. I'm also trying to remember all of the people's. So this guy, he's the ultimate merchant, I believe. So let's take a quick kind of look over our items here. So Spirit Charm, obviously that's going to be the ultimate exorcist. Criminal Psych 101, I'm guessing that would be the police officer. The stuffed doll. Glasses. Legendary glasses that make anyone look smart. I feel like that could be either the professor, possibly the lawyer. So the only one I could think for sure would be that the charm thing. Akane. I think everyone has to stay strong in uncertain times like this. Stuffed animal, stuffed animal. Who would like the stuffed animal? I hate to say it, but I'm thinking like maybe the surgeon, because she's so little, maybe she secretly likes stuffed animals, but I'm thinking maybe the clown might like the stuffed animal. I don't know. You know what? Let's talk to Tsurugi, and I will give him the criminology book. I was like, they could be the lawyer as well. He might like that, but I feel like he would like to learn about the psychology of criminals to help maybe catch them better. So let's hang out with him. Yuki, do you need to talk with me? I'm fine with that, but I won't stop working, if you don't mind talking and investigating at the same time. I had a short conversation with Tsurugi while helping out with his investigation. Tsurugi and I grew a little closer. Hopefully I'm right about this. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, how do I... Oh, I have to equip it first. I'm still kind of getting the hang of these controls. Present. So we want to do... There we go. It's different from the OG games where it's just like you just go into your inventory and just give that instead. Is this for me? Yeah, you're a policeman, so I figured this might come in useful for your studies. Though on second thought, you're probably far beyond what an entry-level book like this could offer. Not at all. Thank you, Yuki. To be honest, I've wanted to read a book like this for quite some time. Yay! Oh, I'm happy that I had a gift for somebody I actually wanted to hang out with anyway. Does someone as experienced as you still have to study criminal psychology? Criminal psychology state will always remain as an enigma without persistent study. To truly understand what makes a criminal, I will study their minds ceaselessly. It's a never-ending quest, after all. For that reason, I genuinely needed this type of book for guidance. It's as if you'd read my mind. Thank you for understanding me, Yuki. Like I've said before, I will not relent in my study of criminals. I will read it till all the pages wear off. He's genuinely happy from the bottom of his heart. Somehow, I can feel it too. Oh, sweet. You got a police cap. Nice. I wonder what the collectibles do, if that's just like an extra thing. I don't know, or if it actually does anything. Oh. Sergey, are you alright? What's wrong? Did I look as if I weren't feeling well? No, I just thought it was a rare sight to see you let out a sigh so deep. It's nothing serious. I'm just feeling a bit frustrated about not knowing when we could escape. I get that. We've been investigating so much already, and so far not many clues have shown up. If only I could have stopped Monokuma at the gym on the first day we got here. Don't fret over it. What's done is done. Monokuma's well beyond what a single individual could handle. I kept lingering in my thoughts. How could I, the so-called ultimate police officer, let a criminal like him run free? When I think that I've been talking about eradicating all crime in the world, I can't help but feel dumbfounded at my naivety. Sergey genuinely strives to act on his beliefs and attain his goal of eliminating all crime. That must be why he's so anguished by the present situation. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Nobody blames you for what happened. No matter what, you're our leader, Sergey. I would reconsider that last statement if I were you. I'm not someone who deserves to be trusted, after all. But you do. You're... No, I don't. I know from experience. Since that incident, okay, there's like, ooh, the dark past. He's got something he's hiding. Maybe he, like, let a partner die or something, or like a fellow police officer, something happened to them and he blames himself so he can't be trusted to, like, keep people safe. Surugi? Sorry, this isn't the appropriate time to say that. Pretend I never said it. It's about time I go back and focus on the investigation. I have to inspect every corner of this building. I cannot overlook any possible clues. Somehow, I could feel a sense of loneliness from Surugi as he walked past me and disappeared into the hallway. I stood for a while staring at the direction he headed to, then decided to leave silently. I guess maybe I should have checked around to see if there were any more mono coins as well. Okay, it's afternoon time. Alright, so I can hang out. Ugh, this guy. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about that. After what he did to Akane before, okay, maybe in the plants? I'm going to inspect as much as I can to see if I missed any coins, because I really do want to buy more gifts. I'm still trying to figure out who would like the stuffed animal, who would like the glasses. I feel like the professor would like the glasses, but I don't really want to hang out with her, to be honest. There we go, nice. Okay, an air gun. That might be for the sniper. And a trophy. Just trophy, huh? No specific thing about what the trophy could be for? You know what? Let's talk, well, if I can find the sniper, I'll talk to her. I think I saw her back down this way. There she is. Kyoka. Really, what is Monokuma? I've never heard of a bear that talks and moves and pops up everywhere. You want to hang out with me? So I feel like the person, because, you know, if you, like, get your friendship level up, you get a special, like, ability. And I feel like Akane, because she's kind of like our de facto sidekick, or she seems to be anyway, it could go one of two ways. She could die early on as kind of like a shocking event, or she's going to be with us through the whole thing, so it would make sense to, like, level up her friendship. So maybe I'll consider that. Nice. I was so bored. Let's talk. I spent time talking with Kyoka. Kyoka and I grew a little closer. All right, let's see if she likes the air gun. What are those? What, Yuki? You're going to give it to me? Yay! Thank you for the present, Yuki. You're turning out to be a pretty good guy. That's a relief. She seems to like it. Okay, so she didn't love it like the police officer did, but I'll take that. I'm starting to get really antsy from being trapped here. Yuki, what's the first thing you want to do after getting out? I'd like to do things as usual. Going to school, chatting with friends, playing video games. Ah, so you don't have any dreams? You've finally gotten out of this killing game, and all you want to do is live your daily life? Does that sound weird? Then what do you want to do? Oh, I know. It must be shooting, right? Are you crazy? Why would I go shooting after all that hard work? What's that reaction? Aren't you the ultimate sniper? Weren't you scouted by Hope's Peak Academy because of your shooting skills? Huh? Yes, I was. But does having a talent mean I have to like it? I'm a girl with lots of dreams. There's still loads of things I want to see and do. But the shooting? Forget the shooting already. Ready, aim, fire, and voila, it's an easy 10-point shot. I like how some ultimates, like, that's their whole thing, that's their life. You know, that's all they want to do. And then there are some where it's just like, yeah, I'm, like, naturally good at it, but that's not all I am. I want to do stuff outside. Like, some people, they feel constrained by their ultimate talent and they want to do other things, whereas some people, like, fully embrace it. Wow, but her skills are so good. If aspirant shooters around the world hear this, they would get mad at her for sure, wouldn't they? I never thought it was a big deal, and at the very next moment everyone was calling me the ultimate sniper. I didn't care much at first, but after being invited to enter Hope's Peak, I rushed to accept the offer. Therefore, I'm going to travel around the world when I get out. What? Where did that come from? A girl should have big dreams in her heart. I'll free myself from the rusty guns and wander all around the world. Stop, don't say anything more. You're tearing my fantasy apart. Huh? Why are you disappointed, Yuki? Did I say something wrong? How about a song to cheer you up? I'm pretty good at singing, you know. This is giving me, like, the vibes about Leon, where it's like he was the ultimate baseball player, but he wanted to be a musician. Somebody must have made a mistake when Kyoka was given her talents. She clearly got the wrong one. Kyoka kept a nonchalant smile on her face while I said goodbye and parted ways with her. It's getting late. I should go back to my room. School announcement. It is now 10 p.m. Nighttime is here, and the diner will be off limits. Sleep tight, and nighty-night. Another day passed, and our search so far has been fruitless. Damn it, I told everyone not to fret, but when will we actually get out? No, getting nervous won't get me anywhere. I should be positive and believe in myself. That's one step closer to escaping the school. Let's sleep for today. I don't have much to do here anyway, and the others will be sleeping too. Before we do that, let's just take a quick look at the report card. Sergei's determined to bring justice to evil. It seems like some incident in the past has led him to continuously disparage himself. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Escape, escape, escape. No, get out. I wanted to check on Kazuna. Oh, not Kazuna. The names all kind of... Kyoka. I just saw the K. Kyoka has exceptional skills in shooting along with zero passion for it. She asserted that having a talent in something doesn't necessarily generate interest in it. Laying on my bed, I fell into a pensive mood. I kept wondering, what is Hope's Peak Academy, and what about Monokuma's true identity? I was ignorant. Everything seemed like a mystery. Yet I was curious. I wanted to know the truth. My thoughts faded as my consciousness sank into the darkness once again. Okay, but when's the murder? When's the murder gonna happen, though? Hello, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. Morning. Rise and shine, Ursine. Let us have another lively day. We're day 3, right? Like, something's gonna happen soon. Oh, it's been 3 days now. The situation hasn't improved, but I still need to keep investigating. Oh, uh-oh. Someone at the door? Someone maybe got found. Is it Akane? I'm coming. Oh, nope. Oh, that music. Oh, Tsurugi, what's the matter? It's pretty early in the morning. Good morning, Yuki. Sorry for the disturbance, but can you come to the diner right now? Yeah, but why? Did you find something? Well, not necessarily. I'd say it's more of a regular meeting. Anyway, please come. I'll go call the others. Okay. The music tells me otherwise. Or someone's gonna not show up to the diner, or he's not gonna be able to find someone, and we're gonna find them dead. A regular meeting? Well, I guess the others could be feeling anxious when 3 days have passed. Let's go to the diner like Tsurugi said. Oh, happy music. Never mind. Everything is a-okay. I still want to see if I can find some more mono coins, though. I can't remember where I've already looked. I mean, he seems like a nice dude. I might hang out with him too. Morning, Yuki. Did you get some rest? Yeah, kind of. Are you up because Tsurugi called you? Uh-huh. He told me to come to the diner. I'm not exactly an early riser. I'd better shake off this drowsiness before I go. Okay, don't be late though. Anybody else we can see beforehand? Yeah, she's probably gonna say nothing. I don't even want to bother wasting my... I hate to say this, to waste my free times with her, because eventually I'm sure she'll open up, but... Makako, what are you doing? Didn't Tsurugi call you too? What was that? This is the diner. Those who did not yet come soon arrived after I came in, and everyone gathered in the diner. Okay, so everybody's here. That's everyone, I suppose. Hey, why'd you call us so early? I need more sleep. Oh, gotcha. You finally found some clues? Really? Are you sure? We're getting out of here? No, not yet. I still couldn't get a grip of the situation, much less clues to escape. What are you talking about? It's been 3 days, and we still have to be stuck here? That's why I called you. Like Mitsuhiro said, 3 days have passed, so we might want to halt the investigations and present what we've got. Even if you say so, there wasn't anything really significant. Clues are also important, but I really want us to get a clear view of the situation, especially since we've settled down from the initial chaos. So have any of you found something strange or suspicious during your investigation? Huh? Everything looked strange to me. Certainly, the situation grew even more puzzling than the first day. In particular, the absence of students and staff was my primary concern. Agreed. Hope's Peak Academy is a public place. It doesn't make sense for us to be the only ones here. Maybe Monokuma was lying. He might be trying to make us believe things he wants us to. No, this building likely is Hope's Peak Academy. Did you forget already? Think about the brochure Makaru found. True, the map there perfectly matched this building. Wait a sec, how do you know that brochure is the real thing? No one here has been inside the actual place. Couldn't Monokuma have made a fake one? I see, you have a point there. No, the brochure wasn't forged. I can guarantee that to you. Why? I've seen that brochure before all this happened. Do you remember the entrance hall when we first met? I was the first to arrive. There, I spotted a booklet on the shelf. Thinking back now, that was the exact same brochure as the one we have now. Then no other person is here because of our location, but because of an unknown cause we are yet to identify. Unknown cause? What kind of cause would make everyone else from the whole school just disappear? Or maybe Monokuma wiped them out. Wiped out? Real people? But we all saw them. The guns on the camera? If you have those things all over the school, killing off people in the building would be... Hey, just stop it. Are you trying to scare us even more? Idiot. Since when did modern school buildings have guns attached to their cameras? There wasn't a single gun nor a camera when we first arrived. If Monokuma did something, then it should have been after the group blackout. So the entirety of the students vanished by some cause during the short period of time we were unconscious. That's a real mystery. It couldn't have been more than an hour or so. In addition to that, don't you feel something has changed? The school didn't feel this creepy when I passed through the entrance. Damn, what the hell is wrong with this place? It's driving me nuts. Who is Monokuma in the first place? Assuming we have the right idea about his plan, it doesn't look like what an ordinary person would do. Carrying out a plan this big would be hard even for the craziest criminals. Oh, I wonder if Junko is going to show up to this one. If she's going to be behind it all, or if it's going to be something completely different. Because I was going to say that like Junko is kind of a copyrighted character, but then again, so is Monokuma. I think this matter is just getting more and more complicated. But do we have a choice? There's no way to find out Monokuma's identity or whatever happened to us back then. Investigation is the only option. Would y'all mind if I add a little optimism, like the possibility of a rescue team coming for us? Right, our families have been out of touch with us for days now. Wouldn't someone report us missing and start searching for us? Someone like whom? Like whom? There's our parents, the school, the police? Ha ha ha. Ah, Monokuma! Too bad. No outside force can ever tamper with Hope's Peak Academy security measures. It seems like I haven't repeated this enough. Abandon your false hope and flow with the rules. What is your business? Just one thing. I've been listening to your conversation through the camera, and you're all frustrating me. Be quiet. We'll make it out of here no matter what you say to us. Out? Out to where? The outside? Why are you trying so hard to get out when you already know the way? I've kindly told you about the graduation clause. Is it already gone from your memory? Should I restate it to you? The graduation clause said, Kill a person and gain your freedom. What's preventing you from choosing the easy way? Do you ever think we'll choose to commit crime? Tsurugi's right. We won't listen to you. Get out of here. Anyway, Monokuma, who are you? Who's controlling you from behind? Monokuma is Monokuma, the most Monokuma-like Monokuma ever. You son of a bitch, quit blabbering and answer the question. Initially, my expectation was that a murder would occur after the very first day. But what I got instead was 3 days in a row without murder. My dream of an interesting turn of events was shattered into pieces. I thought I had everything for a murder to occur, so I wondered, why did nothing happen? Then, while reading a comic about a young detective, a thought came in a flash. There was a final ingredient for murder I haven't added. I'm guessing, like, more of an incentive, because that's always it, right? You need to give them a little bit of a push. It was the motive. No one was killing because you weren't motivated. Therefore, I will give you the ultimate motive. Yes, an irresistible clause that will compel you to become a murderer. Motive? What strangely stuff are you going to do to us? Do you remember the audiovisuals room in the school building? I put an important DVD there. Please go and check its contents. If it's following the same kind of pattern of the first one, it's going to be like, I think the first one was people's secrets or something like that. Or it's going to show like people's family members or people close to them being like in danger. Wow, that's so fishy. Let me ask you one thing. What's your motive? What do you want to get out of us? Despair. That is all I need. Remember the rules. You're free to investigate the school at your discretion, but will there be any clues? Who knows? Watching you all struggle to reach the truth is a good source of entertainment for me. Regardless, just do your best. It just disappeared again. We're free to investigate the school. To say that with such confidence, I see. But what was the DVD about? He said it was a motive. I'll go check it. I'm the closest to the door. Are you sure? Isn't that Monokuma's trick? I don't know, but somebody should go check it. I love that I'm closest to the door as the reason, be like, I will the one, not like I'm the protagonist. Be careful. We'll follow you as soon as we get to know what that DVD is. Okay, I'll be right back. I was gonna say, is it a good idea to have him go off on his own if you're worried, but if you're also worried that someone might kill someone, sending someone off on their own where they can't have access to people might not be a bad idea. Monokuma's motive, what would that be? I felt a drop of curiosity spreading in my mind, and at the same time, strangely, my heart was shaking in an unknown sense of fear. Anyway, let's head straight down to the audiovisuals room. Oh, right, other way. I think that's the infirmary. I think the audiovisual room is over here somewhere. Yeah. I'm starting to get the layout a little bit. Monokuma said there'd be a DVD. That box wasn't here before. Is this the one he was talking about? What should I do? Of course, telling the others right away, but the strange box looks too fishy to just leave it here. The oddly suspicious box soon made me wonder what its contents would be. I'm sure the others wouldn't mind if I take a little peek at it. Inside the box were 15 DVDs stacked on top of each other, with each of our names written on it. What is Monokuma trying to show us? This one has my name on. Let me just take a quick look. I think this is almost exactly how the first one went, where like he watches it, he yells out or something, and then everybody comes running, and then they see theirs too. A while after I put the DVD into the video player, the monitor screen started to brighten. Huh? I felt like my heart stopped for a moment. When the monitor flashed and started to play the video, I was immediately able to recognize the place on the screen. It's my house. If it wasn't for the situation, I might have felt happy at the familiar sight, or perhaps been soaked in a pool of nostalgia. But the noise that followed cleared those thoughts from my head. Yeah, this is following it very, very closely. What's all that sound? What's happening? Who are you? Mom? Ah, honey, what are you... Oh, this can't be good. It seems like something has occurred to the well-being of Yuki Maeda's warm and caring family. What could have possibly happened at his house? Look for the answer after graduation. Ah! Yeah, this is exactly how it went. What was that? What the hell was that video? Yuki, is something wrong? Are you okay, Yuki? You didn't come back, so we decided to check on here. The others are on their way too. I heard Tsurugi and Akane say something, but that was not my focus at the moment. I have to get out of here. I have to get out and go back to my family. Calm down, Yuki. Tell me what happened. Hey, what's all the screaming about? I could hear it from the other end of the hallway. Ugh, ugh. I was finally able to return to my senses, minutes after Tsurugi held me still. I saw that everyone was inside the room, giving me a strange look. Already having used all my strength, I silently pointed to the box I found. The others seemed to have understood my message as they took their DVD out and started watching it. And soon loud screams of panic and fear filled the entire room. This can't be. This can't be. Someone tell me it's fake. This must be a lie. This is totally impossible. So is this a surprise party? Let me out. I can't stand this place anymore. I've got to get out of here. I'm sure they've seen videos similar to mine. Their response was exactly as I expected. Damn, Monokuma. I didn't see this coming. So, this is the motive. I see. What should we do? What should we do? How do we... Darn it, I need to get out. But how? There is a way out. What way? Is there anything other than murder? Oh. It was in a matter of seconds. Murder is the only way out. That short reminder was sufficient to bring back the atmosphere of distrust that prevailed on the first day. We didn't know where we are, nor how things are going in the outside world. But those weren't enough to make us feel the actual weight of the situation. Being given a small motive for escape, we were now slowly beginning to accept it as real. These people might kill someone to get out. No way. We were friends for quite a while now. 3 days, guys, 3 days. That kind of optimism was not acceptable anymore. None of us should be fully trusted. I was no exception. Everyone, calm down. Wouldn't this be exactly what Monokuma wants us to do? Monokuma wants us to kill each other. We'll only do him good if we can't keep our trust. Are you sure that we should keep this stupid trust? Fuck off. So what did we find for 3 days without killing? Absolutely nothing. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to find someone dead now. No way. That can't happen in here. Quit playing angels. Didn't I tell you? No one would want to socialize in the middle of a bunch of to-be murderers. We're pushed to our limits. I wouldn't be surprised if some savage bloodbath was occurring right now. Us? To be murderers? That's impossible. Right. Let's think over the matter. The video was prepared by Monokuma, the mastermind. Would it be okay to believe it just as it was presented? Right. It's likely he tampered with it. The video looked simply too absurd to be real. And even if it was, the police wouldn't be doing nothing like apparently how they are now. So that M-bastard just made a fake video to make us kill? Son of a bitch. Tsurugi, what is your opinion on it? Manipulation of the video. It's surely a possibility, but... Oh, of course, that's the only possible explanation, right? So let's all relax and... be part of your plan to stab us in the back? Stop! Stop it. No more fighting. Following Akane's desperate cries, the room fell into silence. Despite how much we told ourselves to trust each other, a feeling of distrust had already rooted deep inside us. Thinking back, we've known each other for only 3 days. What if you got a strong motive to get out? And what if your family was related to that cause, like in my case? We all seem exhausted. Let's return to our rooms and rest for a while. Everyone, don't even think of doing it. Show Monokuma that he can't mess with us. Sure, would anyone here really think of murder? Haha. I am going to be playing this episode until I see a murder, however long that's going to take. With Tsurugi, normally our mediator, in shock, all we could do was distancing ourselves from each other. Surrounded by the dark atmosphere, full of doubt and suspicion, we headed to our rooms. Alright, afternoon. Hey guys, who wants for free time? Who wants to hang out? So this is what it has come to. Foul suspicion is as grave a sin as homicide. A man of the Christian faith must not be overtaken by such thought. Does that mean you can completely trust everyone? I simply choose not to engage in suspicion rather than trust everyone. What's the difference? Okay, so no hangouts. Understandable. Yuki, you're never going to kill someone, right? Am I right? Right, but what do you mean, but? Please don't think of doing anything weird, please. I was gonna say, that would be quite the twister-rooney if I actually did kill someone, but we've already had that happen in a Danganronpa game. I don't want to either, but I can't even trust myself. I just want this game to do something different. I'm enjoying it so far, but like, it is following the original, the first one, very closely. It's basically they've just replaced the characters. Kakeru, are you alright? Yes, I think I can get over it, but I'm worried about the other guys. What did you see in your video? The courtroom. Sorry, I don't want to talk about it. Mikako, you won't think of murdering someone, right? Yes. Oh my god, she spoke. That answer was sooner than expected, but it felt genuine, so I was relieved. Kanata, what did you see in your video? The hospital where I worked, and all the patients who still needed my care. Everything was on fire. It was too horrifying to describe. But betraying everyone's trust would be worse. I can't sacrifice another person's life for my own good. Please, Mr. Maeda, promise me you won't think of terrible things like murder. Right. Oh, she seems like a sweet girl, too. I hate to say it, but I'm just getting kind of like... Oh, what was the name of the little small programmer? Was it Chihiro? Just like little bean, you know? I'm just like, could be an easy target. But because she knows body parts, she also, if she was motivated to murder, I feel like she could do it in a way that, I don't know, might be interesting, or at least effective. Could maybe hide the cause of death. Get away from me. What's wrong, Teruya? I'm not buying that vid. There ain't nobody who would want to go out after watching that. But you see, the only way out is murder. Anyone might be coming after me. Don't even come near, or I'm gonna butcher you first. I should back off. He's clearly not in the mood to talk. Just want to make sure, is there anybody in any of the classrooms? I want to try and talk to as many people as possible before I go back to my room. Shit. If what I saw was real, it can't be true. This can't happen to me. I get you, Mitch, but calm down. Shut up! You can't understand me even a bit. I like that his little sprite, you can tell he's crying. Do not let yourself be fooled, Yuki. The motive must have been fabricated. That's what I want to believe, too. It mustn't be real. That is the most plausible explanation for sheer absurdity. This is a trap laid out by Monokuma. I've been telling everyone the same thing, but it seems like they find my words hard to trust. Is it because of my lack of eloquence? It's not your fault. Anyone would have a hard time coping after what just happened. Yuki, I have a feeling you aren't completely trusting my words. That does not concern me, but please do not think of doing anything out of line. That's like, you can see almost like the different versions of, like, the stages of grief you've got. Like, she's in very, very high denial that any of this is real. You got anger. Be a little too soon for someone just to be, like, accepting of it. Be like, okay, I guess this is gonna happen. Tsurugi, what should we do? This is beyond my capability, since these motives were so viciously designed to target the weaknesses in our mind. The best we can do is hope no one thinks of murder, for now. Hey, it's a good time to crack open that criminology book I gave you. Or criminal psychology book. It's impossible for even you to get this under control. Frankly speaking, I'm struggling even to get hold of myself. How did that video manage to... It's certainly within the bounds of forgery. I'm sorry for my incompetence. Please help the others relax a bit by talking with them. Okay. The happy music just feels so out of place right now. This can't be. The school? My social status? They're gone. I have nowhere to go. Kazuna, are you okay? Don't talk to me right now. I can't bring myself to trust anyone, and honestly, I don't want to. This isn't good. She's shutting herself off. Alright, so you've got some people that are definitely like the merchant. She's not taking it well. How was that? Useless. Was it a good enough reminder for what a killing game is about? I guess she's acceptance. She's accepted this from the beginning. You haven't changed a bit. Didn't you watch the motive video too? How are you still doing fine? I don't fall for some fool's attempt at trickery, and even if that motive was somehow true, I'm not the person who'd give in to that. Let me say, I've been prepared for this all along. I warned you. Nothing is more pointless than playing friends here. Stop it. We've had enough trouble. Can't you at least not make it worse? And the thing about Rei is, like, she doesn't seem like she's going to really get close to anyone. That could work out either for or against her, because, like, you know, you get close to people, it's easier for them to stab you in the back. But if you are antagonistic like her, you're also going to have kind of like a target painted on you as well if you piss off the right person. Oh, what was that noise? It came from near my room. Let's hurry. Oh, shit. Haru, Kyoka, Satsuki, what are you doing here? Huh? Yuki, you... Or yo, hold on, is that... Next to their feet were two nameplates that hang beside our room doors, both shattered into pieces. The broken plates were marked Kyoka Maki and Tsurugi Kinjo. No, it wasn't me, I swear. It was Haru. I'm innocent, for real. Technically, it's all because you ran into me, Satsuki. Now you're blaming others for your fault? Very disappointing. I didn't raise you like that. Can someone please explain? How should I put this? So Haru and Satsuki were running in the hallway and bumped into each other. Then Haru did 3 amazing spins before hitting the wall, and this is what we've got. I guess that's it? Fwahaha, it's a double name tag kill. How can you laugh? I broke school property. It's against the rules. Didn't you read? Violators are going to get punished. Maybe it's like intentionally. Uh-oh. Ho ho, they surely are. Damaging school property is strictly prohibited. Violators must be given the proper punishment. Ah, he's here. I didn't even think about why they're freaking out so much. My, these nameplates that took me days to craft were smashed into pieces. Why did you show up here? Of course, to punish the perpetrator. I won't ever forgive this. Do you have any idea how much effort it took? Wait, seriously? Hold on. This makes no sense. I'm gonna die just because I broke some nameplates? This seriously can't happen. No one told you to goof around. No running in the hallway. Even kindergartners learn that, stupid. I'm sorry. Please have some mercy. Here I go. Get ready to be shattered apart like those nameplates. No! Just kidding. Huh? It's true that damaging school property is against the rules, but this clause only applies when you do it on purpose. He's like, aren't I a nice guy? Haruhiko's case was an accident, so you're safe. The nameplates? I've got plenty of spares hanging around. Ah, were you scared? Scared? You're such a coward, begging for your life immediately at the spot. What an amusing sight. Pooha, so funny. Well then, though not on purpose, you still broke school property. Should I call this a punishment? Anyway, put those nameplates back on. I'll really punish you if you don't. And keep in mind, you won't be exempted for a second offense, accident or none. Oh shit. So everybody gets one. Now I'll pick up the broken pieces so you don't get cut. Hoo hoo hoo. Oh, that little brat. He tricked me? Gee, what a chicken, Haru. Come on, I couldn't help it. You saw him shooting Tsurugi with a legit gun in the gym. Wouldn't you be scared if that's what happens to you? Haha, stupid. Oh, poor Haru. What's so funny about it? Are you making fun of me? I'm glad it's settled, but can I ask you one thing? Everyone's feeling anxious because of the motive. You guys were joking around? Sorry, I guess we could have come across as being ignorant. But I thought we could ease the tension by playing around a bit. Murder, motives, anxiety, just push them to the side and have fun. That way we can all chill out and strengthen our bond. Right, at first I wondered what in the world she's talking about. Now I'm thinking playing with these two actually helped me cool off. Me too, I'm happy to have awesome friends. I see. If there's a despair that outdoes trust, overcome it with something that would counteract. Small chats and games can be a great help in situations like this. Kyoka, you're amazing. I was distracted by all those negative thoughts until now. I was so out of my mind that I almost thought of murder. Dude, don't put that out there. Don't tell them that. But as you said, we forget about the hardships and burdens and act positive, we'll be able to overcome the situation. Aw, Yuki, you don't have to take it seriously. It's just another one of my dumb thoughts. No, I think we can make progress with your method. Right, we can start hanging out in larger groups from tomorrow. Before escaping or finding clues, we first need to build a relationship based on mutual trust. That's what I learned today. Yuki, you are a real outgoing person. I bet you can do it better than me. Fingers crossed. School announcement. It's now 10 p.m. Nighttime is here, and the diner will be off limits. Sleep tight and nighty-night. So I'm thinking maybe there'll be one day where we try to do this whole thing about like, let's be friends and be positive. And then the day after that will be murder. And then all that goes out the window. Wait, it's nighttime already? Oh, I almost forgot. I was on the way to the restroom when Kyoka caught me. Better take care of my business before it gets too late. Haru, we'll go to bed now. Make sure to put the nameplates back where they should. Don't forget about it and get punished. All right. Technically, you guys should help me do this, but I'll be the gentleman here. Yuki, good night to you too. I'm still worried about the others, but hopefully none of them will be thoughtless enough to commit murder. Right, of course. Thanks to Kyoka, Haru, and Satsuki, I was brought to my senses. I'll tell everyone tomorrow. The stronger our bond is, the easier it will be to fight against Monokuma. He might not have a chance. Maybe it will happen tonight. I said goodnight to Kyoka and Satsuki and returned to my room. Let's go ahead and save. Today seemed to have passed pretty quick. The motive was a big shock to us from the morning. Everyone is still in panic because of it since we parted off. If this persists, things are going to get worse. I hope it's not too late. I've got to talk with reliable friends like Tsurugi and Kyoka and stop the prevailing doubt from spreading. Organizing the busy thoughts in my head, I soon drifted off to sleep. Hello, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. Morning. Rise and shine, Ursine. Let us have another lively day. Let's do this. The sooner the better. I should start with calling the others. Uh-oh. Well, this isn't good. Whoa, you scared me. Tsurugi. Yuki, I was about to knock on your door. What's the matter? I have something to say to you all, so I'm gathering everyone at the diner. Can you head there and wait until I finish calling the others? Gathering everyone. This looks good. It's exactly what I was about to do. I don't think it's good. I don't think so. Tsurugi's always quick to put things into action. Sure. Thanks. Go ahead. I'll be done soon. Okay, let's check. How many people? Are we missing anybody? This is the really bad music. Tsurugi, he sent us here first, and he still doesn't seem to be finished. Nonetheless, it's a relief we gathered here just as we always did. I was worried if yesterday's events have torn our trust apart. Well, it will be if things don't turn out well in this meeting. Are you still thinking about the video? That must be Monokuma's trick, to confuse us and make us fight each other. Who knows? You never know who's going to stab you in the back. Mitch is right. I'm going to listen to Tsurugi for now, but I can't get rid of the thought someone in here is thinking of murder. No, that's not true. Let's have a real talk when everyone gets here. Then we can look for solutions. Speaking of everyone, what's keeping Kyoko and Makaru so late? Oh, shit. Okay. Trying to remember. Kyoka and Makaru. I'm still trying to remember everybody's names. It's going to take me some time to put like a name to a face. I find it strange also. Perhaps Mr. Kinjo is on his way to call them. You guys, did Makaru or Kyoka come here? Huh? No, we kept staying here since you called us. They're gone. I can't find Kyoka Maki and Rei Makaru. Oh, okay, so Rei is the professor. Oh man, did someone finally take her out? And by finally, I mean within the first couple of days. And then Kyoka is... I'm trying to look at all of the people here and be like, who is missing? What? Could they still be sleeping in at the restroom? I don't think they would oversleep. Those two are quite the early birds, even out of the girls. So it's another girl, I figured, Kyoka. Oh, shoot, that's the sniper. Oh, no. Oh, please don't tell me she was taken out. Damn it. That always seems to happen whenever I, like, start to socialize with someone and then they get killed soon after. It's like I've put the stamp of death on them whenever I try and get close to somebody. Sorry, but I have to ask you all to come out and help me search for Kyoka and Makaru. Are you okay? You don't look so good. Wait a minute, if the early birds aren't showing up, something must have happened, huh? To them? Don't tell me, especially because Kyoka... You know what? I had a feeling, you know, when, like, it was the whole thing about... I'm trying to remember if Kyoka was one of the ones... Like, she was one of the ones who was like, hey, let's try and not take this so seriously and stuff, right? Maybe her and the Professor Ray, maybe they got into an argument about, like, how the professor's like, you're not taking things seriously and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm jumping to conclusions here. But I should have known whenever there was, like, that thing at the end where with, like, Haruhiko and it was the Satsuki, the clown, and Kyoka, where they were all like, we're just goofing off and we're trying to make light of the situation. The fact that they were like, they put that attention on them, I was like, I should have known. One of them was marked for death. What are you talking about? That's not possible. They're just being late. Anyway, let's be quick. I would not be too upset if the professor died, to be honest. I hope Kyoka is still around. Kyoka and Makaru disappeared. Did something happen to those two? No way. What if we had a double murder from the beginning? That's not usually how it goes here. Usually when there's a double murder, it happens in the third chapter. But then, what is this dreadful sensation pressing against my heart? I decided to put off those distracting thoughts and join the search. Ayami, did you find them? Unfortunately, no. It looks like they're not in their room. I tried knocking on their doors and ringing the bell, but there was no response. It might be because they're still asleep, but then I don't think those two would ever sleep in. Now, I hate to say it, but I don't know who's dead or how they died, but thinking about Kyoka being a sniper, I feel like she'd be able to take someone out through like a very thin, like even if someone was locked away in a room, if there was like even a pinpoint place, she could, if she had a right weapon, she could take them out. The professor, I'm like, I don't know. Kyoka's definitely like, she's more likely to be able to kill somebody. I'm not that surprised about Makaru, but Kyoka was an early bird too. Yes, 2 days ago, Akane, Kyoka, and I had a talk with each other. I saw that Kyoka was a very diligent person, contrary to my first impression. Anyhow, where could they possibly be? I'm even more concerned because of yesterday's mess. Don't worry, they'll be fine. Nothing would have happened. Someone's gonna scream, yep. What was that? It sounded like Akane from the girls' restroom. Let's hurry. Oh my gosh, it's even the girls' restroom. Let's like the... Although, granted, with the first murder, it wasn't in the public restroom. It was in, like, a dorm restroom. But still, Akane, what happened? Is there something inside? I clutched my palpitating heart and pushed Akane to the side. Trembling with extreme anxiety, I stepped forward to look inside the girls' restroom. No, that can't be. This shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, there's no way that could happen. Come on, Professor. It's so bad to say, but... No way. I bet it's Kyoka. Because I hung out with her. God damn it! I should have known. What I found there was no longer with her usual vitality, the lifeless body of the ultimate sniper, Kyoka Maki. I should have known. The antagonistic person, like the professor, they're not going to take her out that quick. She has to provide tension within the group. Oh, that sucks. She seemed like a cool character. All right, chapter 1, Echoing Despair, an eye for an eye, a death for a death. Okay. Now, a death for a death could just be in regards to, like, the person who kills somebody, if they get found out in the trial, they also will die as well. But I wonder if that implies that there's going to be maybe another death in this chapter. That's not from the execution. What is it, Yuki? This can't be. Kyoka's... I'm very interested to see how the class trial is going to go with this style of game. A body's been discovered. After a certain amount of time, a class trial will begin. Alright, we're going to be doing some investigating. What was that announcement? Before that, we need to tell the others. I'll go then. I was still screaming on the spot, and by the time I regained my composure, everyone was gathered in front of the girls' restroom. And still no sign of the professor, huh? So maybe we'll find her dead, too. Maybe someone... although there would be no reason at this point, right, to do, like, 2 murders. Not this early on, anyway. I can't believe it. How could I let something like this happen? I don't deserve to be a police officer. I must be having a bad dream. Can someone wake me up? Guys? Anyone? Why did this happen? I can't understand. Weren't we all good friends? So she's going to be kind of our person to check the bodies. I'm guessing, since she's the surgeon. Wah, Papa. Kyoka. Somebody's murdered, for real. She's like the Ryuji. For real? Kyoka, what made you like this? Damn it. So she was hung. Kyoka, why? You didn't deserve this. No way. Someone's actually dead? It's not a surprise party? I didn't want to believe the announcement when I heard it. How? How could this happen? When the announcement came, I felt like something sinister was due to occur. It seems my senses were unfortunately correct. For now, let us wish that she may find peace. The dreadful scene was still visible inside the girls' restroom. Yuki, it's dangerous to go in. But he's right. I heard this from Monokuma the other day while walking in the hallway. The machine guns will roast us into ashes if we try to enter the restroom of the opposite sex. But Kyoka's in there, and we can't even check on her? Yuki, calm yourself. Let the girls get to her. No, please don't. I ask you all to refrain from doing anything that may disrupt the crime scene. Well, this is tough, so he can't investigate the crime scene, but he doesn't want anybody to touch it. Tsurugi, I don't think you have to act like a policeman here. A friend of ours died, and you're just acting like it's another day of your job? I apologize. I'm also a I thought it was reflecting on my own inability that caused this tragedy. I don't deserve to stand here with you. But still, I asked for your cooperation. We have to investigate the situation and find the truth. The truth? What do you mean by that? So, automatically, we have to know it's going to be a girl. A girl obviously was the one who... Now, it could be a whole thing. Could be like, oh, maybe it was a suicide. Maybe she was trying to act all happy about it, but she couldn't handle it. But just by that alone, the fact the guys cannot go inside the girl's room, it was a girl who murdered her. And the fact that the professor is not around could be a red herring, but it's suspicious for sure. Why do you think Kyoka died? Or tell me, were you thinking she just killed herself because of that rope around her neck? Most likely made to look like a suicide, but no. Then Kyoka was really murdered? Bingo! That would be correct. Kyoka Maki was murdered. Monokuma, you son of a bitch. Wait a second, isn't it still possible for her to have killed herself? We haven't even started the investigation yet. Suicide? Nonsense. I can say this for sure. Kyoka was murdered by another person. And the perpetrator of such a crime is, of course, one of you guys. That can't be true. One of us is the culprit? Certainly, that someone must have wanted to get out so badly after seeing my motive video yesterday. Not that I will blame anyone for it. After all, it's just natural human tendency. You can't really call that wrong, can you? Nothing is wrong about a murder? Do you not know that homicide is the worst possible crime a person can commit? Silly girl, that type of reasoning only works outside. You live in a different world, one that consists entirely of this school. In other words, the only law that exists here is the school regulations. There's really a murderer among us? Who is it? Who's the killer? You damn criminal. Stop this bullshit now. Eek, you're scaring me. A friendly reminder that bear hunting is illegal here. Anyway, don't be so mad. Relax. I'm here to help, not to harm. Help. You see, boys, weren't you having trouble because you can't enter the girls' restroom? But that will prevent a fair investigation from happening. So for this case, the restroom sensor will be disabled until the end of the class trial. Of course, this doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. As the headmaster, I promote healthy relationships between boys and girls. Investigation? For what? When a friend of ours just died? Investigate the case for the upcoming class trial. What else could it be? Class trial? That's right. Didn't I tell you? In order to graduate, you have to win the class trial after murdering someone. How will the blackened deceive the others while hiding their own identity? How will the remaining spotless find the blackened? Ah, the thrills. The investigation is all for that. Have you ever seen a detective who points out the culprit without any prior investigation? You bastard, you gotta be kidding us. Well, spend your time wisely till I call you again. Last but not least, here's a bonus for y'all. I'll give you this, namely, the Monokuma file. It's meant to be a guide to those who haven't encountered this kind of situation before. It contains some useful information, like the cause of death and fatal injury. Well, some of you are experts in this field and may not need this. But it doesn't hurt to have one, does it? Don't you want one too? Here you go. So, the only people who would probably encounter this would be the surgeon and, of course, the police officer. And the lawyer, I suppose, as well. The cause of death. How do you even know that? Because I saw it through the surveillance camera. What do you think I do at night? Hibernating? Wrong. I'm always watching you. Would that mean you already know the culprit? That's Ray. Glad to hear it. I was wondering if Monokuma was trying to trick us again. As long as I have a fair game, I'm fine. Makaru, where have you been all this time? At the entrance to investigate. I came here when I heard a body was discovered. Liar. What? How can you be this late when there's a murder, especially when you love to be so nosy like that? Yeah, right. How were you the only one missing when we were all here? Ha, what are these morons talking about? Just confess it already. Aren't you the killer? She definitely isn't. It's too obvious that she is, which means she definitely isn't. Wait, stop. It's not the time to fight against each other. Plus, like I said, we need a character like her to kind of be like the one pushing people to be more on edge. The one to kind of be like, don't want to say the voice of reason, but she's the one that's kind of being more realistic about this. What's this? Now I'm suddenly left out. Well, fine. I won't let this get on me. Everyone, good luck on the investigation, and see you later. After Monokuma left, no one dared to let out a word for a very long time. It was only natural. One of the 14 standing people here had murdered Kyoka. The familiar tension in the atmosphere, eyes doubting each other. The conflict was already at its climax. So, are we planning to do this forever? Huh? Will we stand here for the remainder of our time, doing nothing at all? Monokuma had said that a punishment awaits the losing party of the trial. Punishment? Does that mean execution? Indeed, we all die if we fail to find the truth. That's why we have to do this. I have to do this. I'll die if I don't. By doing this, I will need to question every one of us and point someone out as the culprit. Still, I must do it. If I don't want to die, if I want to survive, it's inevitable. When I became aware of my surroundings again, I found myself unknowingly entering the girls' restroom. It hurt that I had to doubt a friend, but a weird yet more intense feeling was boiling up inside me. I want to know, why did this happen to Kyoka? Who is the culprit that killed her? I want to find out. Curiosity took over my reason. And what do I want to do with it? I want to find that out as well. For now, it may be better to follow this intense craving for knowledge. Damn, I will do it. I'll expose the culprit and survive this game. That is the only option I have, right? Before starting the investigation, let's read the Monokuma file first. I might get something out of it. Alright, so the victim is Kyoka Maki. The estimated time of death is around 6 a.m. The body was discovered hanging in the girls' restroom. Okay, so it was not too long before everybody got, like, summoned to the diner, or dining hall. The cause of death is a contusion on the occiput? Occiputs? Is that head? There seems to have been excessive blood loss from the wound. So, yeah, it looks like she got smashed on the head with something and then hung. Is this it? Some more information would have helped. Well, I guess I'll have to start from here. So, like, the hanging... So it was... Someone didn't even, like, try to pretend that this was just someone committing suicide. Otherwise, they wouldn't have smashed her on the head and then hung her. This was somebody who wanted her to be found. Like, there was no attempt to hide the body. Like, she was on full display. So it seemed like it was kind of maybe a heat of the moment thing. Maybe, like, the two girls got into an argument in the restroom. Alright, some more information would have helped. I guess I'll have to start from here, because there's blood on the wall, so it seems like it all happens in here. Let's check anything that looks suspicious, and it might be a good idea to talk with other people so we can share our knowledge. I'll find out the truth. Yes, I will. Alright, the investigation's begun. You have to collect truth bullets that will be used as evidence in the class trial. Go everywhere you can reach and look closely at suspicious objects to collect truth bullets. The class trial will begin once you collect all of them. Investigate thoroughly. Here's a handy tip. When you press shift, a mark will appear on top of things where you can find evidence. This is entirely separate from the usual blue exclamation mark. Oh, okay. Interesting. You can check on truth bullets that you have obtained in your e-handbook. Alright. Ah, there we go. Okay. There's something on the wall. Oh, yellow. For some reason, like, the yellow is so much grosser to me than just, like, the pink color. Because pink is sort of close to red. But I'm like, the yellow just looks like someone just peed everywhere. A viscous liquid with a dark yellow color spattered on the wall. It felt more slippery. So it is yellow. Okay, so it's not just their thing where they're like, um, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like censoring it. Because they wouldn't have to censor here. This is a fan game. It felt more slippery than I thought when I gently touched it. It's oddly disturbing. I tried smelling the liquid on my finger. Ugh, it stinks. What's this smell? It's somehow familiar. Have you smelt that liquid? Yeah, do you know what this is? Well, I cannot say for certain, but I believe the odor is closest to that of rubber. Rubber, yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. But it's not just rubber. Its smell is terrible, like an ugly mixture of rubber and oil. It's on the floor, too. What do you think it is? Maybe it's been here since the first day. No, that's unlikely. Does it not look like the stain's heading towards Kyoka's body? Kenji made a convincing point. An explanation I can think of is the liquid trickled down the wall to the floor, eventually flowing towards Kyoka's body. Okay, so yeah, it's not blood. Now that I see, there's actual, like, pink stuff around her body, so this is not... I think this is an important piece of evidence related to the case, too, but I still don't have enough clues yet. Interesting. I'm trying to think rubber smelling liquid, what that could be. Kanata, are you okay? It hurts me emotionally to do this, but I shouldn't avoid it, right? Because this is our only option. Yes, this is the only thing we can do. I'll do everything I can to help everyone as much as possible. I don't think Kanata did it. She's too little. I'm not just going to say that about everything, but like, she'd have to hoist the body up. And then she'd have to like hang it too. Like, I don't know. So we can uncover the truth. Thanks. Did you read the Monokuma file? Yes, there wasn't anything particularly remarkable. Kanata, do you think we can trust the Monokuma file? I mean, it might give us false information to throw us off. I came up with the same question and examined the body by myself, and I'm sure the information given in the Monokuma file is true. The time and cause of death mostly seem to match. I see. I thought it could be Monokuma's trap. I guess I should start from here, though there are very little clues. This is just my opinion, but don't you think Miss Maki's body looks a little odd? Odd. My examination results agree with the Monokuma file statement that the cause of death was a contusion on the occiput. I've never heard of that word before. That would mean Miss Maki's fatal injury was on the back of her head. Then why is she hanged? Oh yeah, I don't see a reason for the culprit to hang her, unless they were planning to choke her to death. I was puzzled also and proceeded to check Miss Maki's neck. The rope wasn't even tight. When a person's hanged, there should be a clear mark, or in worse cases, blue discolorations on the skin that was in contact with the rope. But there's barely a mark on her neck, and I can't quite understand the cause. Judging from the state of the body, I would rather say the rope was simply wrapped around her neck than hanged her. So Kyoka was not hanged. We know the actual cause of death is a contusion. The rope's nothing to do with it. Then why? I think this will be important. Thank you, Kanata. My pleasure. My medical knowledge is far from perfect, but I'm glad it can help you. If only I was skilled enough to bring the dead back to life, Miss Maki wouldn't have gone through all of this. No one can ever bring a dead person back to life, so don't blame yourself, Kanata. Okay, thank you, Mr. Maeda. She's so nice. She seems so nice. I hope she sticks around. I'll continue the autopsy in case I missed anything. And I feel bad for Miss Maki when I leave her alone, so just don't push yourself so hard. I wonder if she's like this with all of her patients. Okay, so let's check the body itself. Kyoka's body. Ugh. This is a real death of a human. As I watched from up close, I felt like I was becoming extremely closer to death itself. Kyoka. Last night, it was Kyoka who saved me from losing my mind after watching the motive. In a situation where you can't even trust yourself, her bright smile drove negative thoughts away. Why did this happen to you? I shouldn't run away from reality. No matter what, I have to face it and move forward for Kyoka's sake. I think professionals like Tsurugi and Kanata already examined the body, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to look over it myself. Sorry, Kyoka. I'll check your body real quick. Struggling to keep myself from retching, I inspected Kyoka's body. According to the Monokuma file, the death happened about 3 hours ago. Only 3 hours have passed, but there wasn't even a tiny bit of life left in Kyoka's body. Anyway, the Monokuma file said the cause of death is a contusion on the occiput. I carefully examined the back of Kyoka's head. There really was a large bruise on Kyoka's head. It created a giant dip on the skin. Something's not right. How is there not a single drop of blood on the body when there's an injury like this? The culprit could have wiped it away to get rid of remaining evidence, but that would be pointless since the Monokuma file tells us everything. Interesting. Okay, and then there's like that rubber oil thing too. Kyoka, what's this? While examining Kyoka's body, I suddenly realized she was holding something in her hand. This looks like a piece of paper. With some effort, I pulled out a scrap of paper that seemed to have been ripped out of a notepad from Kyoka's stiffening clutch. A notepad. I wonder if it's from the ones Monokuma put in each of our rooms. There's something written on the paper. Come to the laundry room at 6. The any cam be waiting. This would be a fairly important piece of evidence. 6 o'clock is precisely Kyoka's time of death. The killer must have called Kyoka with this. And fortunately, nobody really has an alibi before then, because, like, Tsurugi was calling everybody, like, afterwards, and everybody seemed to be in their room, except for Rei. I don't think there's anything else that's special. Plus, I don't want to touch a dead friend's body any longer. I silently prayed for her. Oh, there's a small bloodstain right in front of Kyoka's body. A bloodstain. Does that mean the hanging has nothing to do with the case? I'm sure hanging itself won't make you bleed. But there wasn't any notable bloodstains on her. All that was found was a thick clot smeared on the hair near the bruise. I suppose the culprit wiped the blood on the body. Maybe that oil rubber thing, maybe that got rid of some of the blood? I mean, definitely goes against my initial theory, because, like, I didn't know what the stuff on the wall was, so I was like, oh, it all happened in the bathroom. But that's too simple. That's too simple. So the laundry room, we're definitely going to check that out, obviously. Mikako, what are you staring at like that? The rope, there. Rope? It's strange. The rope hanging Kyoka is strange? The hook. Huh? I bet that came from the laundry room. Oh, it looks like almost... Is that like a grappling? It almost looks like a grappling hook. Maybe that was taken from the laundry room? She's right. I was too shocked by the sight of Kyoka's corpse to notice it earlier, but now I see the rope is fixed to the ceiling bar by a hook. But how is it strange? It was probably just used to hold the rope in place. If it was done from the inside, it cannot be tied like that. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, I thought we were finally having an actual conversation, but she went silent again. Still, I think she knows something. That means there's something about that hook. Bleh. Taria, you okay? I can't believe someone really died. A real dead person. Ugh. Taria, it's not that I don't feel sad like you, but if we don't do this, we're gonna be killed. I can't do it, and how am I supposed to investigate when I'm feeling like this? With someone who might be a murderer. Listen, I won't force you to do anything you don't like, but if you keep being negative like that, we might lose an opportunity to uncover the truth, and that will mean game over for us. Like, unless he's acting, which I don't think he is, or he has a sudden turn, he doesn't seem likely to kill someone because the idea of death just seems to, like, really freak him out and make him literal sick. If that's what you want, keep standing there like that. He's pretty useless right now. Kyoka, damn it. You were all right last night. We had fun together. It's only a few hours since we last talked with her. But this is reality, right? I can't let myself be overtaken by grief. I can't say I'm smart, but I'll try to the best of my ability. I'm gonna find out who did this to you, Kyoka. Let's help each other out. Alright, so we definitely want to go to the laundry room. Yuki, what are we supposed to do? Someone actually died. The situation might seem hopeless, but we have to try. If we don't, we're going to die too. We're gonna die? Monokuma told us in the class trial. If we fail to uncover the truth, we're going to be executed. We can't let that happen. What I'm saying is, it's hard to face what happened to Kyoka, but for her sake, we need to figure out the truth. Okay, I'll do it for Kyoka. I'm not much of an intellect, but I'll do everything I can. And when I find out the truth, I won't ever forgive the person who murdered Kyoka. She seems to feel a little better. If she's not coming with, you're supposed to be my sidekick. Alright, it's a garbage dump, so we need to go to the not the library, what am I saying? The laundry room. Damn it, why do I have to do this? Kizuna? Who is it? It's me, Yuki. Did I surprise you that much? Yuki, it wasn't you, right? You're not the killer? Of course not. I would never kill someone. Yeah, it's easy for anyone to say that. Kazuna, whatever this class trial is, I don't care. I just want to get out of this fucking place. Kazuna, try to calm down. Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk with someone who might be a murderer. It seems like Kyoka's death caused her to completely lose her trust in others. What are you looking at, useless? Makaru, when the murder happened, what made you come late? Why should I tell you? Besides, I told you not to talk to me. I was investigating in the entrance hall. There was something of a particular interest. Was it more important than a friend's death? Friend? Since when are you guys and I friends? You. Well, I admit an actual murder happening was beyond my expectation, but should I be shocked by every single incident that occurs here? Hey, friend or not, I don't think that's how we should react to a person's death. Ha, so what? I was born like this. That's why I'm different from the rest of you. Was she just, like, born without the ability to feel empathy? Is there just something in her head? Why don't you quit wasting time and go investigate? The class trial is a piece of cake for me, but I'm not going to offer any help. Are you saying you already cracked the case? Absolutely. Are you playing me for a fool? This whole murder case is a joke. Not because you're the culprit. Ah, now look who's treating an innocent person like a criminal just because I was late. Suspecting your friend to be a murderer? Is that the mutual trust you guys were so busy talking about? But, I don't know the culprit yet, and you look the most suspicious right now because of the extra time you took. Suppose I am the culprit. Can you give me a reason why I would commit murder? Do you think I'm foolish enough to be swayed by some dumb video? So we have to go based on people that really, I feel like, really reacted. Definitely not her. She didn't really seem all that fazed by it. Someone who seemed really rattled by it. I don't know why I'm getting, like, the feeling it might be the cheerleader. I don't know. And give a proper explanation. There's no evidence to back up your claim. Are you an idiot? Sure, there's no evidence, nor any witnesses, but even if I was late for another reason, nothing would change from the truth. Coming late to the murder scene despite the announcement is suspicious enough. This is a waste of time. Get lost if you don't get what I'm saying. I have things to check out and can't spare time for morons. Makaru, why do you always have to... Jeez, what a nuisance. Why are you acting so friendly anyway? Didn't you get enough? If you still want more, go see that brawny lawyer. He'll prove my innocence. Ah, interesting. She's like, you'll have to speak to my lawyer. Rei Makaru, I can't understand her. Disregarding everyone else for incompetence? Not even caring the slightest bit about a murder? I'll have to admit, her reasoning and research skills are exceptional. And becoming a top university professor at her age certainly isn't an easy thing to do. But did she have to be so hostile and antagonistic all the time? God, can you imagine having her as a professor? Well, this is not the time to think about that. The class trial will begin soon. I need to dig up more details about the culprit. The brawny lawyer Makaru mentioned, that must be Kakeru. She said he'll prove her innocence. I should go talk to him. Well, I also want to go check the laundry room, which is right here. Is this... A sudden sight took me by surprise. Blood in the laundry room? I'm just trying to think, what could be in here that would be rubbery and oily? The body was in the girls' restroom. So, breaking it down by girls, so that immediately, because it has to be a girl, because if a guy tried to go into the girls' restroom, they would just be splattered. So that cuts it down by a lot. So, like, I have my suspicions about, like, the cheerleader. I'm just trying to think of who else there'd be. I don't think Akane would be... That would be a shocker, but she feels like she's going to be an important character. I feel like the surgeon, they're going to have to keep her around because to, like, you know, give information about the bodies and death and stuff like that. So I feel like she's going to be a decently important person. So I'm trying to think about people who, I hate to say it, but could just be kind of like throwaways, like people that aren't really going to be super important to the story as of now. So I'm thinking like the cheerleader who's lost all of her cheer. She seemed really like frazzled by everything. There's the exorcist, there's the clown, who else? There's the sprinter. I don't know, for me, like right now, Rei seems like too obvious as a suspect, so I don't think she is. I'm leaning towards the cheerleader for some reason. Why is blood spattered all over here on the floor? A blood stain in the laundry room. What can I infer from this is... what I can infer from this is... Could it be? Alright, now maybe... Oh, right, we can do the shift thing. So that's the only thing here to check out. So now we have to go find Kakeru. Damn, this isn't ordinary business that's going on. That goddamn Monokuma. A person died, and we aren't allowed any time to give our condolences? Monokuma can be really cruel at times. Yuki, have you got any ideas about the culprit? No, not yet. Me neither. God, I hope we're not doomed yet. Yuki, she's broken. Yuki. What do we do? Kyoka's really dead? Calm down, Satsuki. I know it can be confusing, but if you give up here, everything will be over for real. Think of what you can do right now. Yeah, so Satsuki came on an expedition to investigate the school building because nobody seems to care about it. And got 0 clues. Cheer up. Just remember, we need to investigate to move forward. Oh, goddammit, what are you doing back here? What is it now? Why do you come to me again? Well, you said there was something that caught your interest. I was wondering what it was. Which happens to be none of your business. Didn't I also say I won't give you help? It's more of a minor thing. Look inside the shop if you're curious. A useless guy like you won't see it anyway. I'll take that as a challenge. Especially because I've got... Oh, it's just going to do it automatically. This is the antique store. A place filled with bizarre odds and ends not found. Oh, well, I did kind of notice that, right? Oh, there's like... It looks like a pool cue that's missing. A place filled with bizarre odds and ends not found anywhere else in the building. I thought the culprit might have gotten their tools for murder for here, but as I didn't come here very often, everything only looks the same. If only we had an expert in the store. Wait a minute, wasn't there someone? Someone sells things. Someone who's an expert of selling things. That person might know something about this. I should go ask him. It's gotta be this, right? A billiards cue stick. I wonder how this got here. There's something here. Oh, there we go. I got a mono coin. I was just looking to see, like, hey, it looks like there's something missing here, but okay, I'll take that. Yuki, what should I do? What should... Snap out of it, Teruya. We need to uncover the truth. But how can I walk around like nothing's happened when someone's dead for real? Nobody thinks that nothing's happened. We're only putting our feelings aside for something more important. You need to get over that despair. Even if you say so, my specialty is appraising and selling things, not this kind of job. And it's one of those fields where I screw up a bunch at. No, there is something you can do. That's why I came to you in the first place. Something I can do? Teruya, didn't you visit the antique store pretty often? The antique store? 'Tis true, I took quite an interest in that place. It has a ton of items of considerable worth. Speaking of that, I think the room looked a bit different this morning from what it used to look before. Really? Are you sure? I think so. I checked the place when we were looking for Kyoka and Makaru, and the layout of the room was slightly off from normal. You memorized the whole layout of the room? Oh, I didn't notice that. I was just thinking about, like, oh, it looks like one of the cues is missing. What you mean, the whole layout? It's common sense a product needs to be in perfect layout to convey its full value to the customers. When I was 6, I learned the hard way how much the layout can influence daily sales. If you say so, then it must be true. Wait, why was the layout suddenly out of place? About that rope and hook, Teruya. Oh, did you see them at the antique store? I don't know. I didn't look over everything in there yet. But I can say this for sure. The storage didn't have anything like those. I'm positive. Then the culprit may have gotten the supplies needed for this murder from the antique store. How'd you figure that out? You're smart. Ah, because of what you just told me, Teruya. It's all thanks to you. Thanks to me? Are you starting to feel better now? Always bright and cheerful. That's the Teruya I know. I've known for 3 days. Yuki, you're right. I feel better after all this talking. Everyone will feel sad. I'm not an exception. But there's moments in life where we must do things we don't want to, right? Let's find the culprit who murdered Kyoka. We'll figure out the truth. Yeah, of course we will. We can get there. Let's do this. I think I was able to cheer Teruya up a bit. That's a relief. Anyway, if what Teruya said is true, the culprit should be someone who went to the antique store after yesterday. I was like, uh-oh, that makes me a little nervous because Akane was really interested in the antique store. I don't want... that would be an interesting That would be an interesting twist if she was the one who committed the murder. Hey Yuki, how's your investigation going? Well, I can't say for sure. Would you come look over here? Look what? The door? Don't you see that? Yeah, I see that's your room. This is a key piece of evidence. Your room is a key piece of evidence? Not the room. Look at the nameplate. I don't know what you're trying to say, Tsurugi. I see that it's your room, but... No, this is not my room. Oh, this is similar when the name tags got switched, right? Huh? What do you mean by that? I don't... Yeah, because that happened in one of the things in one of the main games. I don't know exactly what happened and how the nameplates were switched. They're switched. Yes, with Kyoka's, and she happened to be the victim of this case. Come over here. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is the thing. Okay, so someone wanted Tsurugi to come instead to the laundry room, but Kyoka showed up instead and then got killed. So was someone gunning for Tsurugi and the person was like, well, Kyoka's here, I might as well kill her instead. If that's the case, like swinging for a cop, that's pretty ballsy. This is my actual room. That's next to the door that Tsurugi pointed out as his room was a plate that read Kyoka Maki. I noticed it when I was going around to call you guys in the morning. I wasn't aware of the murder back then, so I assumed I could manage it later. So that was when Haru, he was putting the name tags back. I don't know, or nameplates. I guess, did he accidentally put them in the wrong place, or was that on purpose? Probably an accident. I wasn't aware of the murder back then, so I assumed I can manage it later. But looking back now, I think this tells me the overall flow of events. You can see what happened just from this? Well, roughly, combined with evidence gathered from other places. He doesn't know about the note. I have some experience in this field, after all. Oh, right. He is the ultimate police officer. He encountered actual murder cases before. He would certainly know what to do in this sort of situation. Yuki, besides that, I need to know something. Do you know who switched the nameplates around? Even if you say so. I remember from last night. Were you scared? Scared? You're such a coward, begging for your life immediately at the spot. What an amusing sight. So funny. Well then, though not on purpose, you still broke the nameplates. Should I call this a punishment? Anyway, put these nameplates back on. I'll really punish you if you don't, and keep in mind, you won't be exempted for a second offense, accident or not. Now, I'll pick up the broken pieces so you don't get cut. I think I know who it was. Really? But even if he did, why? Make sure to hold on tight to that information. This nameplate is most likely related to the root cause of Kyoka's death. Tsurugi, are you okay with me not telling you who switched the nameplates? I won't mind, but there's no need if you know who it is. We'll talk more in the class trial. I don't know why you wouldn't just give him the information now. Because then he could use that to, like, put together the case better. If it bugs you so much, you could try talking with that person right now. That person who switched the nameplates. It must have been him. Let's go ask. Okay. So we still have to go find the lawyer, too. Yuki, sorry for not being much help. I'm trying my best to investigate, but I don't understand anything. What should I do? Hey, Haru, I have a question for you. For me? What is it? When we were with Kyoka and Satsuki last night, what did you do after getting back from the restroom? Oh, that. You know that I broke the nameplates, so I just put the new ones back up like Monokuma told me to. You guys were gone by then. It was a bit lonely doing it all by myself, you know. Is that all? Huh? What's the matter, Yuki? Did I say something wrong? And he was by himself, so he's saying, like, for sure that it could have only been him. Did I say something wrong? I went straight to bed after putting them back on. So the two nameplates you broke yesterday, did they belong to Kyoka and Tsurugi? Kyoka and Tsurugi. Yeah, I think so. I'll be frank here. Since last night, nameplates on Kyoka and Tsurugi's rooms have been switched. Switched? Yeah, Tsurugi said it would be an important piece of evidence, but I couldn't think of anyone else that could have messed with them. And one of the switched nameplates belongs to Kyoka, the victim. Isn't this too much to be a coincidence? Wait a second, switched? They're switched. Did I? What is it, Haru? It's probably my fault. The nameplates were switched. So you really did. Why did you switch them? Is it because you're the culprit? No, trust me, please. I'm innocent. Okay, I trust you. So can you explain why you switched the nameplates around? Well, actually, I normally don't pay a lot of attention to the dorm rooms, so it was a bit difficult to see whose room was whose. I mean, I wasn't sure where Kyoka and Tsurugi's nameplates originally were. Plus, that restroom trip in the middle just kept adding to the confusion, and I didn't want to bother anyone when they'd just gone in to sleep. So I put them back based on my vague memory, but I must have done it wrong. I'm sorry. So that's what happened. All right, I don't know how this connects to the case yet, but it seems like an important clue. I really didn't know. Don't assume I'm the culprit just because I did it. I won't. Thank you for telling me the truth. I'm thoroughly investigating every section of the building, but the diner seems to have little relevance to the murder. You're probably right, but we wouldn't want to overlook any clues, so let's search more carefully. Our lives are on the line. Oh my gosh, where is the lawyer? Please. It's almost like he's in hiding right now. I can't find him anywhere. Ah, there you are. Oh, hello. And just like in the first trial of the first game, it seems like the garbage disposal room is going to play a big part of this. I think I found something, but I'm not quite sure. Kakeru, can I talk to you for a sec? Huh? What's the matter? I tried to ask Makaru about the reason she was late. She kept insisting she was innocent, then told me you might know something. Oh, Makaru, that aloof girl. Do you know why she came late by any chance? Yeah, I should have said it earlier, but when we were all looking for her this morning, I knew where she was. It's just that I couldn't find the right time to tell everyone. Really? How did you know? I woke up at 6 in the morning, so I decided to head to the restroom. Oh, and that's when I saw Makaru. I asked her where she was going, and she said, off to investigate, now get lost. Then she went toward the school wing. If Kakeru is saying the truth, it looks like Makaru really was investigating in the entrance hall. But after that, when did you see her again? Well, after that, I went to the restroom, and then directly back to my room. So I didn't see her until after the murder. All of us besides Kyoka, Makaru, and Tsurugi were in the diner since 7 a.m. Makaru said she was in the entrance hall up until the announcement. None of us can really prove that, right? That's true, but I don't think Makaru is the culprit. Because, you see, I met her at 6 o'clock. According to the Monokuma file, Kyoka's death at the time was also around 6. So what Kakeru is saying is true, which I'm assuming he is. Then he can't be the culprit, also because he's a guy, so he can't go into the women's restroom. You're right. If Makaru went to the school building at 6, she wouldn't have had enough time to come back here, kill Kyoka, hang her, and all. I wasn't in the hallway for long, but it was silent out there, and it didn't look like Makaru was going to head back my way. I suppose we can't say she's the culprit because of her being late, then. Wait, does that mean Kyoka was being murdered in the restroom when I met Makaru? If only I wasn't so dense. It's not your fault, Kakeru. Don't blame yourself. The one who's responsible here is the culprit. Well, and that's assuming she was murdered in the restroom, which it looks like she was murdered in the laundry room because of the blood there. And also there seems to be blood here too. No, it's Monokuma who caused all this. Shoot, how could I have not noticed? Anyway, thank you for telling. No problem. Let's try investigating some more. This is... Yuki, that's a hammer. There's blood on it. Blood? Then could it be the... Yeah, it's... He was literally standing next to a hammer that had blood on it. Dude, you're supposed to be a lawyer to be like, wait, this could be the weapon? The hammer was about 30 centimeters long, and the metal part was really hard. Kyoka was hit by this hideous thing. It must have been scary and painful. And then there's this thing next to it, the rubbery, oily thing. There's a crumpled sphere in the corner of the garbage dump. What is this? Having lost its spherical shape, the strange object was leaking a dark yellow liquid with an awful smell. Oh, that smell. This must be rubber, right? When I carefully touched the oozing liquid, I felt a slimy and thick stickiness. A rubber ball. Maybe this is related to the case. I know there was nothing like this in the trash room before the murder. But what is this feeling? I feel like I saw something like this before. Oh, looks like, yep. Alright, we've investigated everything. It is now time for the class trial. Announcement from Headmaster Monokuma. It looks like all of you are tired of waiting. Shall we begin then? Our very first class trial. Everyone, please gather at the carpeted door at the end of the school area hallway. I'll be waiting there. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's time. If we fail to identify the culprit in the class trial, we die. I really don't want to go through this, but I don't have a choice. This is the only way. The door with the carpet in the school area. I should go there. This must be the place Monokuma told us to come. The courtroom. Yuki, you're here. I was about to get worried. Were you trying to run away from your crime? Wow. Are you saying I'm the killer? Don't get ahead of yourself. We'll eventually find out the culprit, even if we don't want to. Even if it is the wrong answer. Since we came this far, did everyone get ready? To be or not to be? Dead or alive? That is the question. Stop joking around. We're trying to be serious. Hey, you all listen. Oh, here we go. This is what I said. Like, as soon as he's in lawyer mode, the beast is unleashed. Haruhiko's right. This ain't an ordinary trial. Our lives depend on it, so quit whining and pull yourselves together. Mr. Yamaguchi, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong with you guys? You're all loosened up. You'll never get anywhere near the truth with that mindset. Puha, it's like he switched into his alternate personality with a sneeze. Kakeru, did you eat something wrong? Shut your trap, wimps. I'm always like this in the courtroom. If you're pissed off by how I am, challenge me with a decisive proof in the trial. Where did that stammering coward go? I've always wondered how Kakeru became a lawyer with all his shyness, though his sudden change came to me as a surprise. It made me understand why he was the ultimate lawyer right away. That powerful voice and spirit will surely give him a great advantage in court. The only problem is he sounds more like a gangster than a lawyer. Yo, it looks like everyone's here. Take that elevator and come underground. I'll be waiting for you guys. It's time for real. Let's hope we do our best. Kyoka will be watching us from above. Let's find her murderer and help her find peace. Whether you like it or not, we need to do this. Let's go. That class trial will start soon. We did our best, so let's hope luck is on our side. Damn, it's really gotten to this. Can we even make it back here alive? Well, useless, ready to uncover the truth. Like I said multiple times, I have no intention to help you out. Have fun struggling. Don't get me wrong, I know this ain't the right time, but wasn't that one mad personality switch? I almost fell on my knees when I saw that. Dead or alive? Let's find out live. Oh, I've tried my best, but I'm still not sure on this. I might need to hear what the rest of you found out to get a grip on it. I wonder how and why Monokuma is making us do this, though I suppose we have more important matters to handle. To harm another human being means to defy heavenly law. Whoever committed this act must be ready to answer for their sin. Let's go. Come on, folks, move, move, move. We've got no time to waste waiting for you slowpokes. I don't know. I'm still suspicious of the cheerleader. Is everyone ready? Let's hit it. Or Kane. I hate to say it. Those are like my two top suspects. We'll reveal the truth, right? In this trial? Right. In this trial, to find Kyoka's murderer, and the culprit is... one of us. One of us is a murderer. I don't want to believe it, but thinking here won't change anything. Like Akane said, I'll hit it first and leave the thoughts for later. The elevator descends underground with a series of clinks and clangs. Gosh, this is going to take forever. Which floor are we on? This feels like we're going somewhere we can never come back from. Not concerned about our uneasiness at all, the elevator slowly approached its destination. We're here. Oh, poo-poo, finally! I was dying to see y'all. What is this place? It looks so flashy. I set this special courtroom just for you guys. Isn't it sick? Other courtrooms would be nothing compared to this. What the hell are you speaking? You call this a court? You'd better be kidding. This is a contempt of court. Well, enough talking. Let's get this over with quick. Stand where your name is written. Is everyone ready? We shall begin in a moment. Behold, the class trial. A circular arrangement where we can see each other's faces directly. Despite Monokuma's mischievous, almost ridiculous attitude, there was a strange tension going around here. Kyoka, she was a playful friend, and though somewhat lazy at times, she shined with positivity at every moment. When everyone else panicked at Monokuma's motive, she managed to cheer me up. Kyoka, she left our side too early. What would she have thought at her final moment? Why did she have to die? And the cruel killer who murdered Kyoka. That cold-blooded, heartless killer is hiding among us. And thus, Act 1 at Hope's Peak Academy begins. A life or death trial. A life or death deception. A life or death betrayal. I love how dramatic it always gets right before. A life or death mystery. A life or death lie. A life or death truth. A life or death class trial. Alright, you guys, so I feel like this is a good place to stop for now, because the class trials, if it's going to be anything like the original games, they are decently long. Whether we'll be able to finish it in one episode or two, I'm not sure, but I am super excited to see how the class trial is going to happen in this game, if it's going to be pretty similar, if they're going to kind of do their own thing. So I hope you guys are ready for the first class trial. I'm certainly excited. Yeah, I've given you guys kind of like my thoughts about who I think the culprit might be. It's just very surface level ideas. Like, I feel like Akane would be the most shocking one. Maybe we'll have kind of like a situation where we'll have like a betrayal of someone close to us. I'm also thinking the cheerleader just because her attitude, her behavior has been kind of off a little bit, and she really seems, of everybody, she's the most like, I need to get out of here. Very similar to Sayaka in the first game. So anyway, we will see if I'm right, maybe in the next episode. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for episode 3 and the class trial. Until then, bye guys. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, Harry Gazif, Icognito, Jared Fan, Poxy, Joel Oostman, and Zoran Ether.